That's why we are
Do you
here.
want to
That's
go
why
into this
Earth
with
is
me? Because
flat.
I
If
will
you can
show you
convince me,
measurable curvature.
if you show me measurable curvature, I will never ever believe that Earth is flat.
Okay. So let's go on this and let's follow this photo train or train of thoughts.
Okay.
So do you think math is coherent? Yes or no?
Do I think math?
Do you think 2 + 2 = 4?
Yeah.
You trust that to be 100% true all
Yeah.
the time, right? If I show you
Yeah.
an equation of 2 + 2 = 4, that's
Yeah.
correct. Okay.
Yes, he said yes.
It's important. It's important that I get a coherent yes, right?
Okay.
So now I'm going to show
Do you
you. I'm
think
going to
now
pose
my
something
question
so it
is
does.
Yes.
my question is this the same question? Do you think if radius of the Earth is 3,959 miles, that every observable geometrical horizon with 1 foot observation will be on 1.22 miles? Do you agree with that?
Astrophysics is science.
You asked me if I'm agree that 2 and 2 are 4. Yes, I said yes. Now, do you agree that radius 3,959 miles, geometrical horizon with 1 foot observer height will be 1.22 miles? Do you agree with that?
Yes, but there are variables to that equation, right?
There is no variables. That is the math you said.
Yes, it's going to be true in reality. But for
What is
example,
the variables in 2 + 2?
okay, so I'm gonna give you an example of this. If you look out into the horizon at an ocean, you might
Yeah.
see things slightly elevated. For example, there's a lake in America. I forgot the name of the lake. You can look across it, and there's a building. Now, I've seen this used in flat Earth experiments, right? They look at the building and they're like, okay, I can see one more window of this building than I should be able to. That means that 1 mile or 8 inches per mile must be wrong because I can see slightly more of this building.
Oh, it is wrong. Is it wrong?
Right. But when you calculate it using the variable, which is called reflection, I think it's called in English at least, you actually get the correct measurements.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I do. Anyways, I'm going to post something and I want you to
You know
respond
everything
to
about
it.
you know everything about refraction.
So I'm going to post something and I want you to respond to it.
You posted some kind of cartoon?
No, it's a reference point. It's so
What
you
is
know
that
what
in
I'm
the-
referencing.
What is that in the middle?
What do you mean? It's a reference
What-
point. Reference point. So right.
What
So you know
reference point of what?
the numbers are referencing.
What is the
Or what I'm
reference point?
deriving.
What is that in the middle?
I mean, it's a like, what do you mean?
Is it that point in the middle of the sphere?
Yes.
How do you know that we have middle of the sphere?
It's not a sphere.
So
That's
I'm
just
gonna
a,
explain
just a
that.
circle.
Yeah, it's a circle on the picture, but
Yeah, but I'm going to explain how we can use this to prove the Earth is a sphere, for example.
Can you tell me how you know that there is the center?
Yes, I will tell you that if you let me explain it, right?
Because it's a
If you're gonna
circle.
interrupt.
It's definitely a center in the circle. Circles have centers.
If I tell you I have a Porsche, I don't need to explain you how I can have Porsche. I will show you Porsche.
Yes, and I'm going to show you math to prove my
Can you
point.
show me?
You said you trusted math.
Can you show me the center of the
No,
Earth?
you're not.
That's stupid though, because if he says he has a Porsche, he's not going to show you math to prove he has a Porsche. He'll show you the Porsche. So
Yeah, well, sometimes your naked eye might not be able to perceive certain things. For example, if I look outside right now,
My naked eye perceives 10
there's
miles.
a hilly backyard, right? I have a hilly backyard. There's some curvature going on. There's some hills.
My eye is
Therefore, the Earth
perceiving
must be
10
curved.
miles
There must
like
be
your
curvature.
eyes. My eyes perceiving like your eyes. That means 10 miles, we see the same. We see the water on 10 miles.
But you can't preserve it. So do you know what scale is?
Do you know what water is? Real ocean.
You know what scale is? If something is very, very large, it's going to be perceived differently based on perspective.
You see the ocean. Do you see the ocean or you think that you see the ocean? If you see the ocean, this is my question. You want to speak about scale. I want to speak about reality. If you see the ocean in the distance, do you see the real ocean in the distance, or you see something what is happening to it's doing to making that looks like an ocean?
It's not really there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just telling you he can't show you the globe, so.
Yeah, unless I could take you to space, which I cannot do because I do not own a spaceship.
Yes.
I mean, the globe
next
does
best thing I can do is show you consistency on a globe Earth model. So the reason I showed you
like on Bolivian Salt Lake. Bolivian Salt Lake, 4,000 miles square, changing elevation 1 meter. How is that matching with the sphere?
Okay, so this is the second point I'm going to give to you. So we have something called the gravitational constant. It's 6 points, a lot of numbers.
No, we don't.
The gravitational
constant. I don't have that. Maybe you have that. I don't have that.
Yeah, because the gravitational constant is consistent throughout our entire universe.
Does gravitational constant changing the surface of the air?
And we can test it on Earth.
Does gravitational constant changing the surface of the air?
What did you say?
Does gravitational constant changing the surface of the air?
Does a constant change? No, it doesn't.
That means
constant,
it doesn't. That means it is not. It's like a. Sorry, because
it's
of my
consistent throughout calculations.
It's consistent, but doesn't change the surface. Doesn't matter, but it could be changed. It could be consistent for you, but doesn't change the surface. You know, that surface in Bolivia is always the same.
If you take the circumference of the Earth, you divide it by pi.
But what circumference? What circumference? What circumference?
Would you agree? Okay, so T-Dub, would you agree that you can travel around
so Bev
Earth?
pointed this out in the side chat, right? That you're trying to use globe to prove globe. You're not going to do that here. Sorry.
I can show consistency. It's more than you can do. You don't make any claims, right? Because you don't know what the Earth really is. You just say it's flat, you know, as a baseline, but you don't actually make any claims.
I'm just going outside and experiencing no globe.
We are making claims.
Exactly.
We have a sea level.
But you don't have any model because you can't reasonably make
have a model. We have a model.
Okay, could you show me the model? Show me.
Okay, I will show you the model. Atlantic Ocean.
Model for what?
Atlantic Ocean.
Or the shape of the Earth. How everything functions simultaneously. For example, could you show me a model showing day and night cycles?
Why am I burdened with showing that? Why am I burdened with that proof?
You're not burdened with it, but I don't really have much to work with. I can prove my model. I can show consistency within my model. Therefore, I believe in the model. You don't have a model, or if you have a model, it's going to be inconsistent. You can't show a coherent model with predictability.
Right. We've got horizontal horizon and we've got sea level. How's that working out on the globe?
I want a model. This guy
How's the horizontal horizon and the sea level working out for you on the globe?
I want a model.
Yes.
We want a model also. Do you have a model?
You want a model?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Our model's called reality, mate. Yeah, and we've got a horizontal horizon and a sea level. That's our model, reality model.
Is it your model presentation of reality?
I would be inclined to believe so based on its predictive power and consistency.
No, man, you cannot believe in that. You must to know if I have a model of my Porsche, I need to show you my Porsche first, and then I will make a model of Porsche. You understand that?
This is what I would advise you to do, right? So since you will not believe any experimental evidence, any math, you will not believe math, you will not believe experiments done to show that
what was your first observation of the model, of your model?
Start a small business, start investing in real estate until you're rich enough to afford a ticket to go to space.
Hello, the globe model. What was your first observation of the globe model to get it started?
What did you say?
What was your first observation of the globe model to get the model started in the first instance?
It probably originated in Pythagorean, whatever the fuck it's called in English.
First observation of the globe model to get the globe model started. What was the first instance?
Oh yeah, of course. So we know travel exists, right? You can travel around the Earth, correct?
What was the first observation? Was the question?
What
to get the globe model started?
Observation didn't start the globe model, did it? People
what
didn't go, oh, look at this.
What?
Therefore, the Earth is flat or is a globe. People did actual research into it to prove it's a globe. People believed the Earth was flat for the longest time because there's no way you can just look with your naked eye and realize the Earth is a globe. That's why every past society was like, oh, the Earth is flat.
There must have been something that somebody observed or experienced in reality that gave them the idea that what they're observing and experiencing
of course.
isn't what they
of course, but it
observe
wasn't
and
a
experience.
visual
So what was that?
experience.
That's what you're being asked.
Yeah, but I
That's
tried
what
to
you're
explain
being
it to him.
asked.
Yeah, I tried to explain it
You
to him.
said no. There was none. There was no
because he
observation.
asked specifically for a visual thing. He said, what did you look at to make the global start? I said, we can look at, for example, travel times. He said, no, what did you look at? We can't look at something with our naked eye to prove that the Earth is spherical. And I have an example where you can do this, but you will just say that it's fake. If you go to the northern hemisphere, look up into the night sky, the stars will rotate clockwise.
So you're looking at something. So you're looking at something.
Yes, but it's not on the Earth itself.
Clockwise, that's not true, man. What are you saying?
If you get that, it's actually counterclockwise on the northern
So
hemisphere.
in the globe,
let me get this straight.
In the globe model, the stars are rotating, correct?
I mean, they appear to be rotating. Well, in reality, it's the Earth that's rotating.
Be careful what you say, mate, in this room.
Did I clarify it for you? Do you understand what I said? What I meant? For fuck's sake, bro. There's no consistency. There's no arguments.
So stars appear to move, therefore Earth is globe.
No, that's not. That's not the reason I think the Earth is spherical. That's the since you wanted a visual representation or demonstration. It's the one I can give you. I wouldn't use that as an argument, but you don't understand complex argumentation.
Oh, you don't.
You can't even give a coherent argument. Premise, conclusion. You can't do that because you don't claim anything.
Can you teach us how to understand?
You don't understand how we
Can you
prove
teach
that
us
Earth
how
is
to understand?
spherical.
Can you teach
Therefore,
us
you don't
how to
believe in it.
understand? How to understand? Can you teach us?
Show me your model first. You claimed you had a model. Show it to me.
Can you teach me how to understand that I can live this life because I'm stupid, please?
I tried to. I showed you my math. I wanted to explain how it correlates to gravitational
No,
constant.
you didn't show me your math. You said that I don't understand. I'm hoping that I understand, but you are still going and saying you don't understand.
What does the D
I don't
stand
understand
for?
that 10 miles, what is 10 miles? It's there, and I see 10 miles, and it's there.
Listen, in my equation,
your
what does the
equation
D stand for? What does the D stand for?
For your geometrical horizon, for your radius, for your double radius, D.
What does my D stand for?
2R.
Is it distance?
I mean, I'm asking this guy, despite everything, what does D stand for?
D, it's 2R.
What does A stand for?
What?
In my equation I sent you, what does A represent? I'll give you the easiest one. What does the R
Do you have an
represent?
argument or just the equations, dude? Because this is
I'm showing he doesn't understand. Like I didn't argue for my case, but he won't understand that.
What R presents in your equation?
Yeah, what does the R in my equation that I sent earlier in the side chat represent?
Yeah, your R is starting from the center of the circle. What you draw.
What does it mean?
That means that you put something in the middle that nobody ever discovered that we have a middle.
What does the R stand for? I'm gonna ask it one more time.
He's begging the question fallacy, mate. That's what it is.
No, I'm trying to show him he doesn't understand my
You're begging the question of the globe, mate. You're begging the question. That's what you're presenting.
Man, you made the radius from the center of the Earth. I can see your drawing. I know what is drawing. You made the R from the circle. That's great. You can do that on paper. That's great. You can do that on every paper. Now, can you do that from the Earth to dig 3,950 miles and say this is the middle and this is okay? Can you do that?
Yeah, but what we can do is go around the Earth by traveling around
I'll
the
go
Earth.
around the Earth. Who did that?
I mean, do you want okay? I'll give you some examples. You can book a cruise that goes. Yeah, we'll give you examples. 1 second. By the way, you don't even need to go. For example, wherever you live, you don't need to go around the Earth. You can check out the globe model. Then you can travel from one place to another and approximate how long that will take. See if it's accurate. If it's accurate,
and because of that, water is curving in reality because of that math.
I mean, not only because of that math, but it's the thing is, right? What I'm trying to show you is that it's consistent.
I'm trying to show you the reality.
It has
and
predictability.
But what are you saying about reality?
What I'm saying is everything I'm explaining to you is coherent and consistent. If I show you one thing,
not,
right?
When you speak, it is. When you say when you're speaking, when you're saying it's curving, it's all right.
Do you want the explanation? You're going to interrupt me just constantly. And I try to explain to you what I'm trying to say.
Man, you don't need to explain to me. You need to show to me.
You
That's
asked me. Like, what do you mean?
What do you want to explain to me?
What I'm trying to say.
Explain to me why water is flat and it's curving in the same time.
Right. So if you take something to scale, the Earth is very, very, very large compared to you.
The Earth is very, very large, with 3,959 miles, and the geometrical horizon with 1 foot observer height, it's 1.22 miles. That's how big Earth is. Are you agree with me?
Like, what are you on about?
Like,
you asked me to explain something, you interrupted me.
So big and large.
It's a waste of time.
Are you agree with me that Earth is so big and large that with 1 foot observer height, geometrical horizon on that big large Earth with radius, what you draw, it's 1.22 miles. Are you agree with me?
I mean, probably, yes.
Verbally. Okay, verbally I also agree. And I want to check that now in reality. I check that. No, the horizon is on 10 miles.
Could you show me an example of that, actually? Could you show me one example?
Okay.
That's right, because this far you haven't really made claims, right? You made statements without
I will show you
anything for them. So if you show me an example, I can debunk it coherently. Okay. Instead of you sitting here and telling me stuff.
Hey, what shape is your girlfriend?
Pretty round. In the places that matter.
She's spheroid.
False. He doesn't have a girlfriend.
Okay.
It's all cap.
That's very based.
You can debunk now.
I can't believe people actually discuss this shit.
I posted. Can you debunk it?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, debunk. Matt question. How much 1.22 miles and 10 miles, how much percentually that's off?
Again with this fallacious shit.
If something is claimed to be on 1.22 miles and if it's on 10 miles, how much off is that percentually?
The P's don't match, dude.
2%? Is it 2%?
P's at the end don't match, dude.
Or 3%? Is it 3%? Or is it 900%? Can you debunk reality, please?
Are you talking to me?
Gotta straighten out that Modus Tollens, man.
Make all flat earthers look ridiculous when you do that, you know.
I disagree.
I think it's about time QE got pulled up about that.
No, he doesn't need, because it's locked in. That number is locked in. If it is not that number, it is no other number.
No, I'm talking to the guy that posted the fallacious Modus Tollens that QE.
I know what you're talking about.
Come on, man, you're boring with that fallacious model. You are boring with that. We know what is the claim. Claim is geometry. If you don't understand that, go and read books about philosophy, okay? Yeah.
It's wrote on the actual thing there that you've got.
Can I start? If Earth is a sphere with the radius 300, 915 miles, it's starting like that, and it's finished. It is not a sphere. Add only this with the radius of 300, 959 miles.
Fallacious
And
for
that's
that
it.
reason.
Only for that bullshit, that you can add only that radius.
You should add it in to make sure that nobody else misunderstands, and it makes it look like you. I don't know.
These kind of discussions are stupid on the end, because let's discuss that this is not flat Earth, because we are not thinking that Earth is flat. We are thinking that water is flat. That means let's not use the flat Earth anymore. Let's discuss about that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. No, we know what
flat Earth. That's you posting a obviously fallacious.
Are you flat earther? Are you flat earther?
No.
No. Is it Earth? When people say flat Earth, how can flat Earth be flat? Because Earth is Earth. Earth is
flat.
Earth.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course. Let's discuss about that now. 5 hours. How we are using wrong.
You don't need to discuss it. It's pretty obvious. Everyone can see that it's not flat.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And everyone can see that that's a fallacious argument that you've just posted.
Okay. What is the point of this server? What we pointing out? Are we pointing out the semantics of the words? Or we are pointing out some kind of geometry?
I'm pointing out at the minute that you're posting a fallacious argument because QE handed it to you. That's putting QE as a shadow giant and you just replicating it.
I add to you. I added to you that it's sphere with the radius of 359. And now what?
Picture. You're the one that posted that picture.
It doesn't matter. And now I'm saying. Now I'm saying. And then what?
Well, as long as everybody knows that you're posting a fallacious argument.
Tell me now what? Okay,
was
great.
Evidence.
Now
you said to the guy, debunk it.
Bev, I put it now correctly. Tell me now, then what now?
What have you done it? No, still not there. So I can't see it.
Oh my
I can't
God!
see your
I'm
correction.
telling you now. Are you listening to me? It's not on the picture. I'm telling you now.
You said, debunk it. So yeah, debunk.
Are you
it's a fallacious
listening
argument.
To me? Okay, let's put like this. This article up of that picture, it's fallacious. This article, because it's missing radius 3959 on the end. Okay, I'm putting now that
the
radius
argument. It's an argument.
Are you listening to me now? I'm conceding it's fallacious, that article. Now I'm correcting.
It's not an article. It's an argument. It's a modus tollens. It's fallacious.
I'm correcting myself now. I'm adding that. Are you listening?
Brilliant.
That means it should be add.
Let's see
it. Radius.
Let's see it just to check. Because you posted it the other day.
Sphere. Okay, listen. Don't look what that you will watch the picture. Don't look the article. I will tell you the article. If Earth is a globe sphere with the radius of 300, 959 miles, then every horizontal distance measurement must be no more than 1.22 miles square per square knot of observer height. Sorry, because of English. In a feet.
So do you remember earlier when I said you take a video?
Horizon distance is greater than 1.22 miles. Therefore, not P. Earth is not a sphere with the radius of 300, 959 miles. Is that all right?
So you forgot to take refraction into account, as I said earlier.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Bev, is it okay now?
No, he didn't.
The argument okay, or
is it okay now? I read it.
The argument sounds good. Yeah. That sounds much better.
Okay.
Now, can you correct the one that QE gave you 5 years ago?
My question is now, why the horizon is 1,000% off?
I don't know. How do you know? Have you measured
How
it?
do I know? Because what?
What did you measure?
What did I measure?
Yeah.
The distance to the horizon.
You measured the distance to the horizon. Well done. How do you do that?
How I do that?
Yeah.
It's not 1.22 miles.
What do you mean? No. What distance was it when you measured
it's more than 10. It was more than 9 miles.
Mm-hmm. distance measurement? You measured that, did you?
It was more than 9 miles. It was more than 9 miles.
Did you do that in a 2D image? Did you measure the
No, I
distance
did do
within a
that. Do you
2D
know who
image?
did that? You know who did that? The people who built the oil rig did that.
What?
The people who has the Google and have the distances.
Okay.
The people who driving the captains of ferries, you know, ferry when going to the land from the to another land to crossing they know the distance, you know.
Okay, so the measurement is the black swan, is it?
Should I go to Santa Barbara to measure distance that we all confirm, and then you need
the
to
argument
measure
the black swan, or the picture the black swan, or the
Is
measurement
it
the black
oil rig
swan?
9 miles?
Which one are you going to
Is
go
it oil
with?
rig?
Three options.
Is it oil rig 9 miles? Is it oil rig 9 miles
I don't know.
from
It's
the
in a
beach?
picture. It's just a picture, isn't it?
Is it oil rig 9 miles from the beach?
I don't know. It's just a picture. I've never measured it.
You
said
know.
you have.
Does people
What did you measure it as?
Does people building something like a oil rigs in the middle of the ocean without knowing distance to the beach?
I don't know. You measured it to verify it, right?
Does people building something in the middle of the ocean without knowing the distance to the beach?
I don't know. You verified it though, right? So what was the measurement? How did you perform this measurement?
You build something in the middle of the nowhere.
Shadow giant measurements. I see. You get your argument from shadow giants. You get your measurements from shadow giants.
You are saying
you don't need to do anything yourself. You just keep posting a fallacious argument.
Oh, that means I need to go to Santa Barbara, take a rope, and measure because that distance is not real.
Well, what's the black swan? Is the black swan the measurement?
Is it that distance real? Is it that 9 miles? Or we should to measure that one by one, each of us?
Yeah, distance to horizon measurement.
I'm asking you, is it that distance to the oil rig 9 miles? Or we need to measure it each one? I mean, you, me, and everyone.
I don't know. Is the black swan the measurement?
Is it oil rig the 9 miles distance?
Picture?
I'm asking you.
Which
it oil
one?
rig 9 miles? Is it oil rig 9 miles?
Is it oil rig 9 miles? Is that oil rig, man? I don't know. But you're taking it that somebody's wrote some words. It says on the picture, doesn't it?
Is it oil rig on 100 miles?
Is the picture the black swan?
Is it?
Or is the distance the black swan?
Yes, it is. So what?
Which one? The distance to the horizon measurement?
Yes, it is. So what?
That's the black swan.
Yeah. The black swan is this 10 miles flat surface. That's black swan. I see the water behind the oil rig. That's my claim.
Okay, so it should really be about you seeing something behind the distance, didn't it?
How you can see the water behind the oil rig if Earth is spherical?
Hey, it's got nothing to do with that. It's got all to do with the argument.
I'm asking you, argument is that geometrical horizon should be a 1.22 miles. Why is not there?
Yeah, but the distance measurement to the horizon.
Why geometrical horizon is not there? Yeah. Why you don't see that? Why you don't have obstruction?
In the picture.
Why we don't have obstruction on black swan?
See, pictures or images are just lower than trust.
That picture made
the
from
divided
video.
line, it puts it right at the bottom.
Made from
sort
video.
of equivalent to imagination.
That picture is from video.
Okay. All right, so it's a video. It's a 2D image.
Oh, it's a video. Did you know that?
Can you measure? Can you use the videos to measure distances to horizons?
Jesus Christ.
Can you? Our videos, distance measurement tools.
Does black swan has something on the picture? Only water or has something on the picture?
Is it a picture now or a video? Make your mind up. It's an image, really, isn't it?
Bev,
we'll go with an image.
With me. That, Bev,
right,
I told you.
Can we stick to the argument?
Bev, don't play with me with the words. Yeah. It's a picture made from video.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, this is all right. Should
we go? Is it was
so
used
your
Nikon
response
or Kodak?
To Modus Tollens' argument is a picture that somebody else gave.
It was not Kodak. It was digital photography. It was not manually. It was automatic. The zoom was that.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Well, it gets called the black swan, right? So is the black swan the measurement, or is the black swan the picture? Because the argument is a modus tollens that we're meant to be discussing.
For you, black swan is philosophy.
What?
For you. For you, black swan is philosophy.
No, the black swan is the outlier that proves the statement of a modus tollens.
Yeah,
so this is a rebuttal to a statement. Right now,
it's a philosophy.
Is that statement asking for a picture or a distance measurement?
How I can measure the radius?
What?
How I can confirm? How I can confirm the size? How I can confirm the size?
This says that you can measure a distance to a horizon if the Earth is a sphere of a radius.
I'm asking you how I can confirm.
I'm asking you how do you manage to do that?
How I can confirm the size? How I can check the size?
It says here.
How?
Right in this.
What is the method? I can use that I can confirm the size?
All right. Calm down. Right in the modus tollens, it states if the Earth has a radius. Right, then the consequent of that is that you can measure a distance to a horizon. I was asking you, how did you manage to measure the distance to the horizon?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. It's written in every book. I'm asking you how they write in all books that it's 1.22 miles.
Well, I don't know. I'm saying in this argument that QE's given you.
How they measure? How they measure that?
QE that gave it to you.
Now I'm asking you how they measure
that. I know Nathan Oakley said it.
But Kev, you're not answering how they measure that it's 1.22. If I cannot measure that it's on 10.
Sounds like Rayleigh criterion to me. The diminishing of light in the distance.
Still not answering, man. I don't know how to measure. Look, I will concede.
It's how far. What you do is, you imagine yourself. For a minute. Wait a minute. Let me finish. You imagine yourself, your eye line as a square, and then in the distance, when that square disappears from view because it's decreased, so your eye can't view
anything.
it. That is 1.225. Right, that's the rate. Oh, sorry, 1.22. That's the Rayleigh criterion. That's what happens when stuff disappears in the distance. That's how it works. They're the numbers they use. Now, it states in this argument, as a consequence of the Earth having a radius, that you can measure a distance to a horizon. That's what you're rebutting, isn't it? Within the argument, with a picture that you were given by a shadow giant.
Bev, you have your globe believers, globe making channels telling you and explaining you how horizon works. And it's telling you with the video, if you put your eyes 8 inches above the sea level, you can. Of course, because
how horizons work.
But that is heliocentric videos. That's not flat earther video.
Well, I've got the argument anyway, so don't worry about me. I'm fine with the horizon. The argument is what we're talking about. You posted it. We're talking about its fallaciousness, right? In form, and then the consequent. Is it really a consequent? Did he really mind his P's and Q's? Thanks, Emma. Did he?
I posted another argument.
Is it a necessary consequence of the Earth having a radius of that, like a distance that you can measure to a horizon?
Bev, I posted a new one. Bev, I posted a new one.
Why are you admitting defeat on this one then?
I posted the new one.
I can't defend it. I can't.
I posted the new one. It's 13 minutes after the hour.
It's a picture.
I see the water. Yeah, it's the water behind the
rebuttal. That's not a rebuttal to the Modus Tollens, is it?
I'm not using Modus Tollens. I'm telling you, there is an ocean behind the oil rig.
Yeah.
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 Of course.
And the horizon will obviously be horizontal, right?
Do you know what? That picture you can repeat in reality if you do outside.
Yeah, the horizon's always going to be horizontal. That's something we can always agree on.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the left to the right. You will never ever in your life.
Are you
will
measuring
never
the
ever
distance
find it.
to it?
You will never ever find the curve left to right or in the front ever.
Yeah.
And that flatness
you
you
don't
will
need
call the
oil
curve.
rigs to show you that, though, do you? That was
Everything what
thing
you
I said to
observe,
QE.
everything what you will observe, it will be flat, but you will call that curve.
Just,
yeah, I
you
know
just
that.
call it horizontal. You're not like
Yeah.
swapping.
Horizontal
you don't think flat
is flat. In my language, horizontal is flat. I'm sorry if it's in English.
Right.
It's not.
Is flat an orientation?
Flat is the description of the surface
with waves and ripples. Because like ripples would
I
be
don't
a
see
better
waves on this.
description,
I
wouldn't
don't
it?
see waves. I don't see
Waves and
waves in this
ripples.
picture. If I'm child, 10 years old child, I can see I see the ocean and it's flat, and I see also some kind of color change of oceans, and I see oil rigs, and that's it.
Yeah, well, I've always seen the ripples. Constantly.
I'm telling you, like a child, what I'm seeing. I see the ocean. I see the color changing.
Okay.
It's a little bit blue, dark in front, and it's light behind. I see the sky. I see two oil rigs. That's what I see.
Mm-hmm. And that's a rebuttal to a Modus Tollens, or are you just showing us a picture?
I'm telling you, I see the ocean on 10 miles. That's it.
So the measurement, the distance measurement to the horizon.
I don't make measurements. I see the oceans on 10 miles. That's my claim.
Guys, I've just dropped out and I'm confused. I mean, so the Black Swan and the 1.2 distance to the horizon, that's a globe model claim, isn't it? Am I right? That's what they claim. They claim you can measure.
QE wrote the argument, innit? It's QE's argument. So you'd have to say that QE wrote that into his argument.
But it was their claim anyway, wasn't it, in the globe Earth calculator, that the distance can be no more than that distance?
I call that a fallacious calculator. Fantasy maths that is telling you how much a straight line has to curve for you to believe in the globe. But QE wrote it, so everybody knows about it now. It's almost as if he got people to repeat it.
Yeah, QE invented 3,959 miles and 1.22 miles.
No, QE got everybody to repeat it, and he's still getting you to post it. A fallacious argument. That's what I pointed out at the beginning.
Man, I don't need Santa Barbara. I was in Croatia, man. I did it for myself. I don't need the Santa Barbara oil rigs. I was in Cres. It's an island in Croatia.
So you have your own Black Swan then? For this statement?
Of course that I have.
Okay. So you had a measurement, did you? To the horizon?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Not to the horizon. I have a view of the distance. There is no curvature. That I have. There is no curve in reality. That I have.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've got horizontal horizons. Always have had.
I don't care about horizons. I have distances and there is no curve.
Because I do it the other way around. I did it the other way around, actually. I said that if the horizon's horizontal, then you would need...
I was looking for the shore.
I was looking for the shore. I was looking for... In order to be the Black Swan.
I was looking for the shore of the island. I was not looking for the horizon. And shore was there. That's all. I see the shore.
So you could see.
I don't understand what you two are arguing about.
I can see something. That's
I don't
cool,
know. He's very defensive. I was just trying to tell him about a fallacious argument he posted.
My problem is this. I learned that sphere, every sphere, ping pong ball, basketball, and big sphere, they're curving,
Constantly.
Yeah, constantly. But this one does not curve because it's not sphere.
All the planes of the horizon are going to be horizontal, aren't they? Always.
I don't care about horizon. Every sphere has drop over distance. Everyone. Big, small, enormous, super enormous. Even 100 times bigger sphere than Earth has drop over distance. That's all.
Drop over distance would be a slope, and spheres.
But this one has
constant.
I'm sorry, this one has no. Did you try to see if there is a drop in the distance in reality?
A drop in the distance.
Did you try to find the drop over distance in reality?
Well, actually, we were the ones that sat in a dinghy.
I'm asking you a personal question. Did you try that? Did you try that?
Hello. Are you actually waiting to listen or not?
Listen now what are you saying? You are saying that my observations are wrong. What I did
Bev, I don't know why you bother, honestly, because all he wants to do is tell everybody about what he's done, but he doesn't really care what you've got to say, or apparently anybody else.
Yeah, like for example, I didn't do anything, but everything what you do is wrong.
Really?
You haven't, Harry.
Yeah, that's your position.
No, it's
you
not.
didn't do observation and
What
anything
do you mean
like
we
that.
didn't do observations? Do you know anybody that's got the footage
Did you
from
do
what
that?
Robotham
Did you
did
do
at
that, Bab?
Bedford
Did
level?
you do that, Bab? I asked you, Bab, did you do that? You said no.
Yeah, but you haven't done it either.
You didn't tell me what you were fucking doing. Right, listen.
I did it. I told you. You go to the beach.
I've gone
you
to
measure
Bedford
the drop over distance
and got a camera at 8 inches above the water.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, we've done
you
that.
You was there.
Yes, we have.
Okay.
And we've also been to the bridge where Wallace was with a camera and an auto level.
Okay,
so
I don't know.
What have you done? Have you ever been to the beach with an auto level?
Yes, I was in Croatia. I told you. I told you.
Have you ever managed to get under the horizon yourself?
I told you that I measured to the distance to the shore.
With your eyes, you said.
With my eyes, yeah.
You can't measure with your eyes.
How? Because one island has distance to another island.
You said you verified it. That's what I was a bit confused about. In the original one, the Black Swan, you said you'd verified it. What did you verify? Because you keep saying 1.22.
No, I didn't. I still need to go to the beach to take a rope and to measure distance to the oil rig.
If you keep saying 1.22, that's confusing as well.
That's confusing.
I don't know what that is.
Then, man, what that is, I don't know. Learn your heliocentric model.
Well, I don't know. I thought there was more to that sum.
If you don't know what is 1.22 miles, that I cannot help you. You don't know your religion.
I know. Yeah, I can understand what 1.22, but in the argument, you keep saying 1.22 miles, and I thought there was another bit to the equation. So, I'm thinking that when I just came from the beach, and so if I look out, supposedly someone said that I can't see more than 1.22 miles. I thought the calculation was different to that anyway. So it just seems like your argument isn't very clear on lots of levels.
It's not my argument. You can type on Google now.
I know you just repeated it. You're just repeating what you heard without even thinking
I'm not repeating
about
anything.
what you're saying.
You can type it. You can type like
you have because you never verified it.
You can type it on the Google. How much I can see with my 2 meter or 6 foot height, how much I can see on the heliocentric model. And then we'll give you the answer. That is not the education what flat earthers wrote. That is the people who are heliocentric, people who wrote about this map. That means they will tell you how much you can see. That is your priest will tell you how much you can see. Then I will take that.
Okay.
And I will take that Genesis.
But you're repeating.
I will take that.
Yeah, that's QE's the priest. He wrote it in the argument. That's what he's saying. Go and check with QE.
I will take that Genesis, and that Genesis saying that I can see only 3.5 miles with my height. And I took that Genesis and go in reality. And I go to Croatian Sea, fucking Adriatic Sea. And I see
Genesis.
And I see 20 miles with my
eyes. Is there a Glober in the chat that would like to speak at all?
Can I just, Eric, say something here? Now, Sasha, the next issue is that there was never a white swan to present a black swan for, because the distance to the horizon has never been measured. There was never a white swan. So there's nothing to debunk. Okay?
Of course. But because of that, I'm saying I see the water behind the oil.
Right. So is there a Glober who wants to speak?
Well, we're not
just repeating something badly.
Done with. It's a really bad argument that you've been handling.
If it was formed properly, it would be good. it would be a positive argument if it was done right.
And is it too hard just
It would
to
actually
ask
do
the
something.
guy? Is it too hard just to ask the guy not to shout over everybody?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. So you don't correct people.
We can't control what people do, other than muting them. I can't ask him to do anything. He's just going to do what he does.
Okay.
He just made lots of claims that he'd done stuff, and that
just remember that everyone out there
actually,
who gets
that's
muted.
all.
I'm confused about all this.
What was that? Dead air? Sorry, what did you just say? What was that snotty comment that you went on mute after?
Just remember that everyone out there who gets muted or told to shut up because they're being annoying or need to move the conversation on. But you can't do it to the shouty guy.
Right, we all agree.
Yeah, no. If I'm not, I was on deaf in half the time, so when that's the case, no, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we all agree. We can't.
But the fact is I actually did mute him a couple of times. But anyway, I could mute you because that's also non-productive. I was hoping to hear from a Glober.
I've been muted a few times, and I'm sort of on
What was non-productive about what she said?
Yeah, but listen, we all agree that you can't.
I muted him, and she's asking the loaded question of why I wouldn't mute him.
No, I asked why you wouldn't correct him. You know, like say, can you just stop shouting?
Right. So we all agree the Earth's not a globe, though, don't we?
I have something very important. I came back for this reason. So bad.
And you know, we don't. There's no actual measurement of that globe.
Dogmatic globe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't.
Yeah. It's not been measured, and it's impossible to measure to the horizon because it's not a physical thing, is it?
Give me level 3. I want to share screen or something.
Somebody gave you a really bad argument. And they also gave you the solution to the bad argument. That you also...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everything gets posted, the whole thing. Doesn't it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Bev, I don't know, mate. I mean, I don't know if you've got an issue with QE. I don't know what that is all about. But all I'm saying is we agree we don't live on a globe. We all agree the horizon's not a physical location that can be measured to. So I think we're all sort of thinking along the same lines in that respect.
Yeah, we're talking about the argument that was posted. Could you not say that a rebuttal to that argument would be that you cannot measure a distance to the horizon? Wouldn't that be also a rebuttal to the argument? To that particular argument?
Well, you can't measure. You can't measure something that's apparent.
But he's got it as a consequence of the Earth having a particular radius. But that's within QE's argument. Or if it is QE's argument, I mean, I don't know.
Well, I see that as a globe argument.
Well, why are you repeating it? Because QE's the one that gave it to you.
No, it's in the globe math.
It's QE's argument. They use this as a proof of flat Earth.
No,
for years.
It's used to point out that the horizon is not physical, and you can obviously see the apparent horizon.
Okay, so the ideal rebuttal would be that you cannot measure a distance to the horizon. Surely.
Yeah, that's
so to rebut the whole argument. You would say...
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, mind your P's and Q's. Because not only did he change his P, but his Q wasn't really a necessary consequence. Was it?
Yeah, well, I'm not really...
It was like awful.
Well, I don't know, mate. Like I just said, like, we all agree that we don't live on a globe, and we all agree that we can't measure to the horizon. I mean,
yeah, like I said to QE, why don't you just say that the horizon's horizontal? Because you can make an argument for that. Easy. Now, who's going to disagree with you?
Well, nobody.
Well, there you go. Well, why do you reckon that QE continued to push this argument that people are repeating to this day? When there's a much simpler argument that people can understand, and you don't even need to mention flat Earth.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I mean, I'm just
horizontal.
To tell you the truth, I mean, I don't really lose. Personally, I mean, I have done, but at the moment, I'm just sort of bringing up the point that the horizon, you know, when you look out at the horizon, it is horizontal, and the sea level appears to be level, and that's what we observe.
They need a mean for the sea level.
Yeah, mean sea level. That sums everything up as far as I'm concerned. And that isn't a model; it's reality. When you go and observe these things, you can see the horizon's horizontal, and
So,
we have a mean sea level.
So if it were a globe, what would you expect to see?
If it was a globe,
what would you expect to see?
Well, I mean, if you lived on a globe, I'm sure you'd have to sort of be able to see some sort of curvature in the first instance to think, well, look at that curve on the Earth I'm standing on. I must live on a globe.
So if you were out in the middle of the ocean, what would you expect to see if you were on a globe?
A curve.
Why?
Because a globe has got curvature.
Would you not expect to see a flat circle all the way around you?
No, I'd expect to see a curve, mate.
Pleonasm.
Then you really don't understand what we're
Circle's
saying.
a circle.
Yeah, I'd expect to see on the horizon a drop from on the left and on the right.
Why?
Because the Earth apparently would be a globe, and that's what you would see.
But no, that's not what we think we should see.
So what do you see then? Where do you see the
A
curvature?
circle. A circle.
Where
You
do
see
you
a circle. You'd see a circle all the way around you.
You have to measure that radius, right? Constant radius.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the radius.
It
We'd
does.
expect to see a circle.
How can you tell it's a circle if you don't have a constant radius? That's what a circle is, isn't it?
Well, because it goes all the way around us.
You can measure it, can you? Like QE says.
How did you
Because
measure
it goes all the way around
distance
us.
to the
I
horizon?
didn't measure it. I was just asking him what he would expect to see
circle,
if there were
you
a
would
globe.
have to, wouldn't you? Unless you're just trying to implant images in people's minds by using words, but don't really mean
No,
them.
I was just demonstrating he doesn't understand what we expect to see.
No, what do you see? Where do you see the curve? Not where do you expect. Where do you see it?
We see a circle.
Well, where do you see the curve?
You mean you see a circle? Where? In your mind?
No.
Where do you see the curve?
It's a big circle. I've been out in the
Can
ocean.
you see a circle behind your head, like at the back of you?
Yeah, I can turn around and see the rest of the circle.
Yes.
I'm
Where do you
capable
see
of
the
doing
curve
that.
then? Where do
you
you
don't
see the curve?
actually see a circle then, do you?
No, that's what it means to actually see the circle.
What is?
Yeah, where do you see the curve, mate? Where do you see the curvature?
So are you saying that the only way you can see a circle is to see the whole thing at once?
If you see a circle, you're looking at a circle.
Yeah.
Do you have to see the whole thing at once?
Yeah. Where do you see the curvature then?
Do you have to see the whole thing at once? Right? It's a really simple
question. I don't
question.
think he's quite understanding what you're saying there, dude, but I don't regularly walk outside in my yard and where that.
He doesn't expect to see curvature, you see.
No, I do not expect to see curvature.
No,
you
live on a globe. Yeah, and you don't expect to feel any movement either, do you?
Nope.
No. So it appears horizontal and stationary, doesn't it? Yes is the answer. Yes is the answer.
Don't answer it for him. Don't lead.
Okay, sorry about that.
Sure. Yes. If you ignore all the other stuff that indicate that it's not stationary, yet it appears stationary.
Right.
If we're just looking down, yeah. But that's exactly what we would expect to see on a globe.
Yeah, a flat, stationary, horizontal.
We'd expect to see a big circle around us when we're out in the ocean.
We'd expect to see all horizontals being parallel to the plane of the horizon.
No, not on a globe we wouldn't.
And then we'd never be able to produce a black swan for that statement, would we? We would never be able to find a horizontal that wasn't parallel to the plane of the horizon or parallel to another horizontal, would we?
I like how you change the subject. Very interesting.
Well, same thing. Black
Very
Swan
clever.
arguments.
No, it's not. It's not.
Well,
I'm
you've
just trying to.
already
I'm
decided
just trying.
you can't see a circle, can you? Like, although you say you think you can,
We
it's in your
haven't decided
mind the
that. You
circle that
decided
you're
that.
actually seeing.
No, you decided that. I did not decide that. I can see a circle,
How did
and
you determine it
I
was
would
a
hope
circle?
that you, as a grown ass man, could see it too. But maybe you can't. Maybe you're not capable of seeing a circle. I don't know.
What is a circle?
What's a circle? My goodness, you people can't be serious.
You said you can see a circle in the ocean. What is it?
What's a circle?
What's a circle?
A circle?
Yeah.
Is a big round thing.
So if the definition of a circle is a round thing.
Big round thing. Big round thing.
Are you guys seriously asking?
Can you not
me
have little circles?
what the definition? Are you seriously asking me what the definition of a circle is?
You just said what it is. A big thing. A big round thing.
Big round thing.
Have you guys? Have you
Now,
guys
is the
reverted
difference
that
between
far?
round? Is the difference between round and circular?
Oh man,
He does mean round because he's turning round, right? You do realise that. He's looking out, seeing all horizontals parallel to the plane of the horizon, and he's turning around. And he's imagining he sees a circle.
He doesn't expect to see curvature, though. Remember that.
Correct.
No, he's seeing a circle.
Yeah, he thinks he's seeing a circle
in his mind.
What would you call it? What would you call a line? What would you call a line that goes all the way around
I'd say that
you?
you just turned around, mate.
Back?
You've
exactly. And you notice you didn't answer the question though.
So when you're looking straight out, do you see a circle?
You guys are desperate to avoid reality. It's just amazing.
What, the reality of the Earth curve that you don't see? That you mentioned?
The reality of the horizon making a circle around you. It's very, very simple.
Around.
Why do you get?
It's you.
We already agreed.
Spinning.
We already agreed to that. We already agreed to that.
So you're turning around at 360 degrees, yeah?
Yes, yes.
And what would you expect to see?
And you see a consistent line all the way around you till you get back to where you started and it meets up right where you did. That is what we call a circle.
Right. So where's the measurement of Earth curvature come from?
Doesn't care. I don't care.
He's just spinning around. He's just saying, like, you can do it too, right? Stand in your front room and turn around. And just imagine a circle, right? That's how easy it is.
I'm not imagining it. I'm looking at it. I am looking at the horizon.
Experiments at home.
I'm not imagining. I'm looking at the horizon, and it goes all the way around me.
Okay. Yeah.
And
that's
we
great.
and we in the
experiments with
reasonable world call that a circle.
Yeah.
What do you guys call it?
Now, where do you measure Earth curvature?
I don't. Can you just at least acknowledge that it's a circle?
Just say tis globe. All right, you can turn around. Yes, we all agree with you, Scott. Yes, we can turn around. Yes.
And what do you see as you're turning around?
The horizon.
That part of the question.
I mean, I'm in the horizon. In my room, I'd see like four walls.
I'm not asking in your room.
Window,
I'm asking out on the ocean.
Doorway.
You guys so avoid reality. It's just amazing.
Yeah, we see the horizon.
Which makes what around you?
It's horizontal.
A horizontal
plane. Yeah, all the horizontals would be parallel to the plane of the horizon, which makes the plane of the horizon horizontal. So you would see that's what you would see as you turned around.
I feel one deck has it in him. He's getting there. He's going to say circle. Bev's never going to. I don't have any confidence that you're ever going to say a circle, Bev. You're resisting at all costs.
What are you trying to prove by turning around?
I just want to know if you guys agree that the horizon forms a circle around you.
It's horizontal.
It's a circle, right?
It's horizontal.
You turn around.
Yeah, you can't say a circle either, can you?
You can't do a circle. You can't say a circle because you can't measure a constant radius, which is what a circle is. But you can turn around.
We want to measure the globe.
Does it prove a model by turning around? How does that work?
No, it doesn't.
Right.
Well, what's
So what's your
the
point?
conclusion you want us to come to? We've got to say circle for that to suddenly become something in reality?
I just want to see if you guys can just acknowledge reality.
You can turn in a circle on one spot for sure.
And you can watch the horizon go all the way around you, right? Never losing contact with it or never losing sight of it.
Big panorama.
And when you
hang on, Scott.
Okay.
Wait a minute. So to my north, fairly clear, I can see over there. As I turn, I always go sunwise, right? So I turn towards the east. It's a bit foggy over there. Can't see so far. As I turn, the land behind me towards the south. There's a kind of a cliff and there's some trees.
That's why I said when you're on the ocean.
Well, even if I was on the ocean, you know, it's going to be
If you're
cloud
on the
and haze.
What if you have refraction?
It could be. You've never been on the ocean on a sunny day with
I just
no
wonder what
clouds.
you're trying to, what it will prove, even if anybody was to say that
I've
poisonous
already
word
told you.
circle.
I've already told you. I just want to see if you guys can acknowledge simple reality. If you can agree that you see what I
Told you
see.
about my reality.
Yes, you're standing on the beach right now. I was talking in the middle of the ocean.
Experiments
No
with
land
Scott
in
go
sight.
into the ocean. Is this the thought experiments with Scott? Okay.
No, I've actually
we're
been
with
there.
you. We're with you. Come on, let's
I've
go.
been there on several occasions.
I know, but we can't go there. You've just told a man who's actually out and he's seeing, what, I don't know, 70, 80 degrees of ocean, but you're saying that's not enough. So obviously there's nobody
I didn't say
there
it's not
with
enough.
us. So let's go thought experiment now. Right? We're all out on the ocean, and the ocean obviously is the calmest thing you've ever seen. Although we live right near the North Sea, and that's never going to happen. But let's say it does, right? We're all sat in a boat, a little dinghy, something that's easy to turn round, circular. Let's be in a swim ring or something like that. And we're looking out.
So desperate.
And we're just going to turn round, right? In our little swim ring.
Just hear the
paddle the same direction.
Yeah.
As we spin.
A tight circle, or do they have to be big round things, or can we just turn in a tight circle just on the spot?
Will it be different if I wear my glasses or not wear them? What do you think? What's the best?
But are you guys aware of how hard you're working to not say it's a circle?
Which is saying
Well,
you just
Scott,
are you aware of this? Are you aware of this?
Got a question. You know, when you spin around and you're turning, is the horizon at the same distance all the way around when you're turning?
I'd say it's pretty close.
You'd have to be able to measure it, wouldn't you? That's the point, I think.
Yeah, you would. You would have to know that.
For a circle, but you're just turning around. So are you agreeing with QE that you can have a measurement distance to the horizon?
I never said anything about a measurement, did I?
You would need it. You are required to have that for your statement of circle. Constant.
This is fascinating. This is fascinating.
What if when you're looking?
What if you guys will go not to acknowledge a very simple reality?
Scott? What if you're looking north and you see that apparent horizon, say at 7 miles or 10 miles, and then you look south and it appears to be at 3 miles? Have we got a circle?
In the ocean at the
that.
centre of his circle at the end. So everywhere he's looking is south, right? You could just turn and look south all the way around. How about that? Can you imagine that? The place where there's no north, east, or west. There is only south.
Are the oceans circular?
What are you talking about?
Are the oceans circular?
The centre of your circle that you're imagining.
The ocean's circular, is it? What ocean is circular in shape?
I never said the ocean was circular, did I?
No, he was talking about his horizon.
Oh, it's just that he was in a dinghy in the middle of the ocean and he said circle. I thought it was. I don't know what he's trying to get at. That's all.
It was just wants you to say circle, but I mean, we all know what a circle is and how to
you're
define
desperate
it.
not to.
He just thinks it's a big round thing. That's the best he
And
can
you're
do.
and you're desperate not to say it's a circle. I don't
You
wonder
were in the
why.
ocean. You were in the ocean on your boat or whatever you were on.
Yep.
And you turned around in a circle, and you observed a circle.
Yes.
Yeah. But he's
And
not
so
seen
what?
any curvature yet.
And what does that? What did that conclude for you?
Let's first see if we can get people to acknowledge that
You said it.
it's a
You're the
circle.
one who did it. We haven't done it. You're the one who did it. I just wondered what your conclusion was when you went round and you described it as a circle. What did you then think?
My conclusion was basically I was trying to talk to one deck to see what he thinks that we are saying you would expect to see on a globe.
Well, I can't say circle because I wasn't there, but you described it and you assured us that was so. So I wondered that when you got to that and you looked round in your mind, when you're looking around, you think, Jesus, it's a circle.
Yep.
Then what?
I was
What
asking.
do you then conclude?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
What conclusion?
Okay. So you're here telling nothing. Great. What's the point of that then?
I told you what the point was.
Just to get everybody to say circle and then you'll be happy.
No.
And you have a cup of tea, a bit of cake and go home.
Should
Why
I
don't
tell
we
you
all say after
should I tell
three,
you the
everybody
point
say
again?
circle. 1, 2, 3. Circle!
Should I
Circle.
tell you the point again, and would you listen
Scott
this
saw a
time?
circle. We agreed. Scott saw a circle. We agree. He told us he saw a circle.
Well,
Okay.
circles
Now what?
exist within the mathematical realm anyway, right?
One deck said
He
we would
doesn't mean a
expect to see the
physical
Earth
circle,
curve
does he?
from left to right.
It's only within
I don't
that
know.
mathematical realm.
That's what I was trying to get to. What, because it's not my mind, it's Scott's mind.
Yes,
I'm just trying to listen to your mind as you describe it
you're
with the
not
words
but
you
you're not
use.
listening when I'm describing.
I was,
You're
yeah, I was.
ignoring it.
He said,
No,
turn
'cause-
around, look all around you, and you can see a circle. Well, I can't, but you said you can. And I
And
asked
you're as
what you
desperate too.
concluded from that when you looked round and you saw a circle. I wonder what you concluded.
And then you asked, why did I bring it up? And I told you because one deck said that it should curve left to right. And I said, no, that's not what we'd expect to see on a globe.
So you
Did
didn't
you hear that
conclude
part?
anything.
Did you hear
What
that
would you
part?
expect to see? What would you expect to see on a globe?
A circle.
No curvature then?
You mean
Correct.
you can picture a circle in your mind after turning around?
With no curvature.
Correct, with no curvature. It would be
a
a
bit
flat
like the
circle.
Modus Tollens thing.
So we
when
live
you
on a
talked
flat.
about this.
So we live on a flat circle.
We would expect to see a flat circle if we were on a globe.
Nazim, there's no need. A circle's a circle. It exists within the mathematical realm, which is in your mind.
Whatever. I just trying to communicate to one
picture
deck.
that by turning around.
Man,
So when
you're
you picture
desperate.
the circle,
Don't
do
be
you
mute
put
me, aren't you?
yourself at the center? Are you?
Of course.
Okay, always.
Duh.
The monad.
Yeah, if you see a circle around you, you're by definition the center of it. Yeah.
Wonder if you were stood on a large box and you couldn't see the edges when you turn around on a large, flat, horizontal box. Would it look circular?
I don't think so. I wouldn't expect it to. I
What
would.
would you expect to see the corners?
If we're on a large, yes, I would see the corners. If the edges were close enough, if they were far away, I think that it would just fade out. I wouldn't see the horizon at all.
Corners were like 7,000 miles away. Would you expect to see them then?
No, I would expect the horizon not to really be there, just everything to fade out.
So when you turned around on the top of the box, what would you see?
I answer you and you just don't hear. This is weird.
When you're on top of the box, you can't see the corners because they're 7,000 miles away. When you turn round, like you're doing in your boat, what do you see on the
I'm
flat?
going to answer you now. Can you listen this time? I've already answered twice.
No, you've not answered the question yet.
I haven't said exact. I would expect to see no horizon.
So what would you see
at
then?
all? I'd expect to see the water kind of fade out as the atmospheric distortion kind of just it'd go like going off into a very, very distant cloud.
The horizon's
It
an
would be blurry.
apparent position.
It would be
like
blurry.
something like that.
No, I just told you exactly what I would see. No clear horizon. That's what I would expect to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, horizon, right?
No clear horizon is what
No
I would
clear
expect
horizon.
to see. Yes.
I see the horizon pretty clearly every day.
So
I
do
can't
I.
tell you the distance to it.
So do
So
I.
then how come
That's
there's
why.
no clear horizon then?
Can you turn around as well when you're looking at the horizon? Have you
We're
ever
not,
tried doing
because
that?
we're not on a box.
Yeah.
That
Scott
must be
might
a
like
globe then,
ballet.
right?
He
So
might
you
be
go
a
like
oh,
prove.
Scotty might be a ballerina.
Yeah. Yeah,
You guys
spinning.
just don't.
Spinning.
Do you really?
Right
Do you
round,
guys really approach this world
baby.
without expectations of what you expect to see? Seriously? No? Nobody?
I'm with you, Scott. Can we put our arms out when we're doing this?
Whee!
You're so desperate to deal with not to deal with reality. It's amazing.
You only mentioned circle in the argument when you were talking about it. You didn't say anything about curves or anything. Just that you could turn and see a circle. I don't know what you were trying to prove from that or conclude.
I was just communicating
so that we could
that's
move
what
on,
we would
and then try and
expect.
think, okay, that's what he means.
This is what we would expect on a globe. And if you guys think we should expect something different, I was correcting that. That's all I was doing.
What do you expect on a globe?
Should I say it again?
He
Oh yes, I
expects
guess I
that he
should
can go and stand in a
because I
place
just
and
answered
point
you,
south
and now
in
you asked
every
me once
direction. That's what
again,
he expects.
and it's because I just answered you, and then you asked me the question just again, like just immediately after I just answered you. I would expect to see a horizon on a globe that forms a circle around me. I don't know how much clearer I can be.
How does that confirm the globe in your mind then?
Because I can visualize what I would expect to see on a globe, and that conforms to it.
Visualize? Where from? Where'd you get that visual from? Confirm to visualization from?
From my innate ability as an adult human being with the ability to conceptualize abstract objects and apply them to concrete objects, which I would hope you would all possess the capability of doing too, but maybe not.
As I said, if I did it with my glasses on or off, will that make a difference? My visualization, my conception will be totally different.
It's the power of positive thinking.
Either way, it'll form a circle.
I need something before that to inform me to go out looking for it, to confirm it again. So somebody gave me a picture and said, this is what we expect you to see. And you go out to try and, visualize that in reality that confirms the picture.
Yeah,
or the story someone told you.
Yeah, I would hope you'd be capable of doing that, but maybe I'm wrong.
Making circles in your mind. Just
like a circle in a spiral, like a
No,
wheel within a
observing
wheel.
circles with my eyes.
Never ending or
making
beginning.
circles with your eyes. That's good.
No, observing.
You're not
Say it with me.
observing the circle, though. That's a fallacy to say that.
Observing
because you're at the center. You can't
eye.
see the circle.
Sure, I can.
No,
Maybe
you've
you
placed
can't.
yourself at the
I
center.
can.
It's impossible. You don't have vision to be able to see the circle.
Sure, I do. I do. Maybe you don't.
It's obvious. It's imagined in your mind. Are you like a God position, looking down on yourself, seeing the circle?
I don't need to have a God position to see the whole circle. I don't need to see the whole circle at once in order to know I'm looking at a circle.
You put yourself at the center.
He did the same with the water level. He put himself at the center and said that was different.
So Bev, what you're telling me is you're incapable. So what you're telling me, Bev, is you're incapable of seeing a circle unless you can see the whole thing at once.
Sort
Is that
of
what you're telling me?
To the past.
Bev, are you telling
the pastors?
Bev, are you telling?
Scott,
hold on for a second.
Have you been listening to the pastors?
Bev, are you telling me you cannot tell you're looking at a circle unless you can see the whole thing at once?
You can see a circle, yes. That's the only way you can say That's a circle.
Yeah, well then,
because you have to be able to see the
I can't
circle.
help you. If you, as an adult human being, are incapable of telling whether you're looking at a circle, there's not much I can help you with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm capable
I don't
of
need
telling
any of
whether
your
it's a
help,
circle
thank
or
you very
not.
much, Scott.
I know.
I'm doing all
I
right
know.
without it, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
But I like the idea of you exposing the fact that these circles only exist within the mind.
Yeah, I know that you think I did, but yeah.
So did you, when you were in the circle, have you got, how long is your stick?
You don't need a stick. I don't know where you guys
Well, you
come up
need
with
to kind of, get to the point. So you say over there, right, the stick is reaching the horizon. I'm
no
turning in a
stick.
circle. Oh, bumped into a boat there.
So you're like Bev. You think the only way you can tell whether you're in a circle is to have a stick with you? That's sad,
It's a
man.
visual thing. You're just talking
That's
about a
sad.
visualization, you said.
Yes,
So
we can
nothing
see
that could
circles.
verify that that's actually what you're seeing.
Yes, we can see circles. At least I'm capable of seeing circles, and maybe you're telling me you're not.
Is it a line?
But
Is there a line out there? Then I could. No, hang on.
maybe I have to take you
I'll
at
put
your
my
word.
glasses on.
So what you're telling me is you're incapable of seeing a circle. Sorry, if that's
Yeah, I
true,
can
then
see
I'm
it. I
sorry
can
for
see
you.
a circle in
I'm
some
sorry for you
circumstances.
then.
Yeah, but looking
Hey, Scott,
out at the
how about all
horizon.
the perpendiculars to that circle? What would you say they are?
It's a circle, right? Obviously, you keep saying it.
Yeah.
So, like a circle's a circle, right, Scott?
Scott said he wasn't bothered. He said he was retired and he just came along here just to kind of listen, and he really didn't care anymore about it.
Yeah, he wouldn't be misleading people about his circles, would he?
He's here quite a lot. I guess, that's what happens when you retire. You got time. Sit
Who's
with your tea
retired?
and your biscuit, looking out of the window.
He did it. He
You
did
said
have himself at
you
the
weren't bothered.
centre of the circle as well, didn't he? At the centre of it.
Yeah, right at the centre. Have you got one of those lazy boy chairs that spins? Is that what started it?
Do you reckon it's his eyes or his feet? I suppose if he's seeing it, it must be like the centre of his mind, right? Where his eyes, the centre.
Yeah, that's what I imagined when he said visualization. Wow. That's what I thought.
The desperation in this room is palpable.
I tell you, I listened to some Shadow Giants last night.
Nice.
They were telling some real fucking heavy business, man. And, this is minor. This is, insignificant kind of dust that you're talking about.
Circles, isn't it? Circles in your mind.
Well, I wondered if you'd been listening to the pastor and you got,
Wait, what's
spiritual confirmation.
What's this giants thing you're talking about?
Well, you're not a giant, Scott. You're not.
I know that. Jeez.
You're just somebody who's repeating something that you've heard, and you can't confirm that to us. You're just telling us about what you perceive.
He's paralogized the shadow giants, and
they told you that it must
regurgitate it. He's
a shadow
got
giant?
vain hopes of becoming a semi-shadow giant.
Yeah. Whoever gave you the image that you're visualizing against to try and confirm it in your own mind. That one. I don't know wherever you got
like
that.
this in real life, where you don't have conversations.
Okay,
people just start talking at
here
people.
We go. There's a lot of people probably won't get this, but I mean, I'll try my best. Have you heard of standing on the shoulders of giants?
I've heard the phrase, yes.
Okay. Now, that means that you are taking your knowledge upon those that have already gained it, right? Now,
yes, I build on what they've done, yes.
Imagine that you're just taking on paralogisms, right? Some untruths. But just because somebody says it, you are making them a shadow giant, right? You have no proof for their giant-like status. You are just taking it on. Now, if they are shadow giants that you are standing on the shoulders of, how much higher do you actually get? That's the point of the shadow giants. Just repeating and regurgitating stuff leaves you in a really bad position if you have no knowledge or experience of the truth that they're proposed to pertain to.
And what truth do you have?
Well, we're just pointing out that a circle is required to have an equal radius or diameter. And that goes with the statement of pi, right?
Duh.
Mm-hmm. And pi,
What else
you know,
got?
like everybody knows pi is a
What else you
constant,
got,
don't
Bev?
they?
What else do you have?
Everybody knows that pi is a constant.
What
don't
else
they, Scott?
do you have?
We're talking about the circle. Are you shifting now, Scott?
My favorite seal. Been a while, hasn't it?
Come on,
That's
Scott.
right, you stay muted.
You're running.
Huh?
Running from what?
From your circle.
Running from the ball.
It's a circle. It's not a ball. It's a circle, isn't it, Scott? That you're in the middle of when you turn round.
It's a sphere. It's a sphere.
It's a circle. Ask Scott.
It's a sphere.
He's just been talking for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes telling us it's a circle with him at the centre of it. All he has to do is turn around.
No. It's
I mean, when you said about, you described...
Challenge you, Scott. Is he saying you're full of shit? I think. Something like that.
Everyone, where's Clay? Where's Clay? I really want to talk to Clay.
I really would like to know what you're getting out of this, Bev.
Play
Someday, just me and you.
You confirmed,
just to figure out what are you getting out of this.
I'm getting mathematical knowledge.
But what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it?
Probably talk about it.
Out of staying here, man.
Well, what's the end goal for you,
on it, Gromit.
What's the end goal for you, Bev?
What's the end goal? There is no.
Yeah.
Put some swaz on
There
it,
is no
Gromit.
end goal.
There's no end goal?
Can you say that, please? Can you say put some swaz on it, Gromit?
Discussing stuff, aren't we?
But you're not really discussing anything, are you?
Well, you were trying to tell us how you
No,
make
I know,
circles in your mind.
Yeah, it seems like your goal is to take everything I say, twist it into knots, and say I said something I didn't say for some reason, and I'm not sure what that reason would be.
I don't know what you're saying. You're trying to say that you want us to agree to some circle imagination that you have because you turn around. Now, how's anybody meant to agree to that? Nobody's got a clue what's going on in your mind, Scott.
Well, maybe none of you do, but if I go out in the real world, a lot of people know exactly what I'm saying. And so why is this room so special?
This is the real world.
No, this isn't. Trust me, this is not the real world.
When Bev just talked about how you would, confirm a circle, you said, yeah, no shit. Like, you agreed with him, right? How you would do that.
What did he say? What did he say?
With a radius or a diameter, geometrically, how you would describe a circle. And you said, no shit, like, yeah, of course that's how it is. You mean you're trying to tell me something? Yeah, you agreed. So all we were asking is how you do that when you're standing or sitting on a boat on the ocean, turning round, and you said you saw a circle, and we were just asking how the hell you knew that was a circle. Using those principles that you agreed was the way to do that.
Are you suggesting that I said it was an exact circle? I mean, absolutely precise.
Well, you can now change all the words because, there's a little hole you've got kind of painted yourself into.
What's an exact circle?
I
That's
haven't
just
painted
another
myself.
pleonasm.
I haven't painted myself into any hole. I
it's
assume
just a
that
circle,
that 2 or 3 grown adults, grown-ass men,
yeah.
Can know what people are talking about when they say, I saw a circle.
You said you visualized the circle. We've confirmed that.
No, I didn't visualize it. I saw a circle.
They were your words. You visualized
I saw a circle.
Yeah, with your eyes that you couldn't measure.
Yes.
But that's what you saw.
A circle with my eyes.
And I said, how did you verify it? And you said you visualized it from some information that you gained from somewhere else. And you confirmed it against that other image or words. Well, that's what you said. People get that stuff. They get that information from the world.
I never said any of that. I don't know what you're making up.
That's why we were talking about visualization. It was in your mind, and we aren't there and done it. And you're describing it. You're the one with the experience. You're telling us the story. Maybe just ask it that, you know. So
Well,
you can't do that from your boat with a radius. I you know, crudely said, how long was your stick?
I would venture to say that everybody who does that goes out in the ocean on a clear day where you can see the horizon 360 degrees. They're going to see exactly what I saw. I'd venture to say that. And I was just wondering if anybody ever has come
What does
out
that
here.
conclude? Even that so, what does it conclude?
You've asked me that now 4 times, and I've answered it 4 times. I'm not going to do it a
You
fifth.
see a circle, that's it. That's
I'm
what
not
it
going to
says.
do it a fifth. Because if the first 4 times didn't work, the fifth is not going to.
You saying you were talking to one deck because he said, you know, that you know, you're on a globe. You said you'd expect to see a curve, but you're talking about the circle.
Clearly, you're not interested in understanding anything.
I am. It's just your question was only about the circle. You that's all you were saying. You turn around and you see a circle. There's no curve in there. There's nothing else. It's just you turning around and a circle. There's no other thing to consider.
Yes.
Now you're saying, well, it maybe not exactly a circle. So now you've added something. When I keep asking you about this circle, you're bringing in somebody else, but that's not in the statement you're making. You're just talking about you in one position, turning round and seeing a circle. That's all the words I heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all you needed to hear. That's all I said.
Yeah. Well, that's you've said that all day. You know, I don't know why it makes a difference whether I repeat what you said. Well, I don't know what that confirms.
Well, because you've been for the last half hour saying I said something different and trying to add or change or do something to a very simple statement. You see a circle.
And
end of statement.
You saw a circle. You said that we got to say circle.
You will see a circle too if you do
order
it.
that you would go to the next thing, like there was another stage.
You will see a circle too if you went out on the ocean.
And what about if I see the circle? What would that confirm to me if I did see that?
Well, it'll confirm the horizon is not a straight line for one.
It's horizontal out there.
But it's not a straight line for one.
What difference does that make?
Scott. What plane does this circle lie on?
Well, if it's a circle, it makes its plane.
And that would be a horizontal plane, wouldn't it?
The horizon is a horizontal circle, yes, but the rest of the water I'm sitting on is above that horizon from my perspective. And no, the water does not flow.
So all the perpendiculars to this horizontal circle, what would you call
There's
those?
only one. There's only one none of those perpendiculars are the same. Are parallel to each other anywhere along that circle.
Well, it's definitely a circle, right? So it's planar, right?
None of the perpendiculars.
Did you say none of the perpendiculars are parallel?
Correct.
To a circle.
To that particular circle on a sphere, yes.
They're all perpendiculars to a plane are parallel, though.
Yes, I know, but it's not a plane.
What, the circle? Circle's a 2D shape, mate.
Yeah, you just went like half hour, 45 minutes.
You guys are so desperate.
You're the one who said you see a circle.
You were making the circle, Scott. We confirmed it many, many, many times.
Okay, so the perpendicular to the plane that circle makes is not plumb at that circle line.
Circle line? That?
The circle line.
But what's a circle line? I've never heard of one of them.
Well, then you need to get out more.
Well, where's the definitions of this? Was this mathematical term? It's globe maths. Dogmatic globe maths. Circle line. Please define circle line to us commoners.
Okay, so where are these perpendiculars to the circle? When Jerry said the perpendicular or the perpendicular whatever perpendiculars, where are they?
The circle's a 2-dimensional shape, right?
When he said the perpendiculars,
to
where
the
are
circle
they?
would be to the circle.
Which circle?
The circle. Like, Scott,
Which
there's
circle?
no different circles. There's a circle that you made in your mind. All of the perpendiculars to that circle, either side, doesn't really matter. They will be parallel.
Yes, but that circle is not on the surface of the water. Then
it's in your mind, Scott. Always has been.
It's a chord through the water. It's a
chord
cross section
through
of
the
water.
water. It's
a cross section of the water.
I thought you could only see it. You've got a chord now.
Where's the chord come from?
Oh my
The
goodness,
chord
you
to
guys
what? The
are
circle.
so desperate
Are
not
you
to
talking about the
understand.
radius? Well, the
We're trying to
diameter's
understand,
a
man.
chord.
We're trying.
Right, everybody understands that the diameter is a chord. It's the largest
You don't
chord
understand anything.
of a circle. And Scott's now calling which is a chord, Scott?
String kind of chord, you know.
Because
Right,
you're
I'm
at the
still on my
centre.
boat.
That would be a radius, wouldn't it? Like, anyway.
So turn around, looking at the circle that might not be exactly a circle, and now I've got a chord.
Yeah, the circle
What
that might be
next?
not an exact circle, which means not a circle, right? It's just not a circle. But Scott's still got it as a circle, and all the perpendiculars to that circle will definitely be parallel.
Yep, and none of them are plumb.
It's just a circle.
It's like playing like a computer game where you kind of get
And none of
along
them
and
are
then you get
plumb.
another level.
Dude, why?
Open a box and get more
the fucking
information.
circles, bro? What is happening?
None of the perpendiculars to a
Did
circle
you just get here,
will be
Tim
plumb.
Tam?
Is that because the circle might be plumb?
The circles?
Did you just get here, Tim Tam?
Yeah, I just got here, and you guys have been spouting about circles.
No,
for like 10
I can
minutes.
explain it. I can explain it to you in like 10 seconds.
All right, go ahead.
Because you understand the Earth's a globe, right?
Let's go.
That's what I believe it to be. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to tell them that if you go out in the ocean and you look all the way around you, you see a horizon line going all the way around you, and that horizon line makes a circle around you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to say, I can't know it's a circle. It's not a circle. I'm saying it, but it's a circle. And now they're trying to play with the whole idea of perpendiculars to that circle. And that's where we are right now. Even though, we all know that, there are no perpendiculars to that circle because that circle would cut through the ocean itself. And I on the boat would be a little bit above the top of that circle.
Of course.
Oh,
yeah.
bigger
And
now.
so this is what they're playing with. And then, they're
Tim
talking
Tam.
about perpendiculars. And I'm saying that none of these perpendiculars to that geometrical circle would be plumb at any point on the actual ocean.
Truth is, Tim Tam, he said that if we were on the ocean and we
But
turned.
did you guys see how easily Tim Tam understood what I said?
No, yeah, I know it was your version. But what you said was that you were on the ocean, you turned around in a circle, and you could see a circle. Then he said that it's not exactly a circle.
I could see the horizon
and then
line
he
of the
started
circle.
making claims about the distance. And
No,
now
I
he's
made no
introduced.
claims about distance. Don't lie.
Now he's introduced a
I
chord.
made 0 claims about distance. Don't lie.
Well, to
Don't
describe
lie.
this circle, you're going to need a distance, aren't you?
Don't lie. It's
You
beneath you.
Then
Don't
you
lie.
That's the chord you're now introducing.
Don't lie. It's beneath you.
You
What's
was
beneath
told. Did you measure it? You said, I don't care about measurements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You also said
So don't say I measured it.
there's no
And don't
way.
say I
I
made
didn't
any
say you
claims
measured
about the
it.
distance.
There is no way you could see the sphere. There's no way you could tell it's moving. So everything that you're trying to stand on is a belief you have.
I'm just telling y'all what I would expect to see on a globe Earth. I would expect to see a circular horizon. And I do.
Yeah, that was the visualization. That's what I said. You
That's
expected
it.
to see it. You
That's
expected to
it.
see it from where? Who told you should expect to see that?
Oh, I can figure that on my own. I don't
Yeah,
need
that's
anybody
where
to
we
tell
got
me
to the
that.
point you were arguing about the shadow giants.
I don't need
your
anybody to tell me that.
imagination.
I can do that on my own.
So it's just your theory
I
then.
don't need anybody to tell me that. No
Would
shadow
you say?
giants, no giants, no nothing.
Would you say
I
that?
can figure that by myself.
Would you say M. Scott Beach's dad is a shadow giant for you?
No.
When did you first
You
have
should
this
also
epiphany?
communicate that you guys resisted forever and you're still resisting, just admitting or conceding that the horizon forms a circle around you because you're desperate not to say it's a circle, because you keep saying it's a straight line and it's not.
Well,
You've
the
been told
radius for that
multiple
circle would be
times,
a straight line.
okay. You've been told multiple times, okay, you have a circle. Now what? Where is it going? What's the next step?
I've already told you that like 9 times, and if you haven't heard it 9 times, the 10th is not going to help. This is the thing about you guys. You never hear. It's as if, the whatever is said just goes poof, right past her, in one ear, one out the other, and fascinating phenomenon, though. From a
Didn't somebody ask
psychological
you
perspective.
about a circle being on a plane? How that would be? How that would represent itself?
If someone did what, where?
Well, you're standing there and, you're looking around in this circle. It's on a plane from you, wherever you're looking, your eyes or your feet.
It's not on a plane.
And, that would be horizontal, wouldn't it?
A circle
It's
that's
not
not
on a
on a
plane.
plane.
No, the waters are curving down to the horizon line.
Well, you can't measure that. You're just saying that.
Don't have to.
Okay. That's all we're trying to clarify, that you just come in with some imagination you have and trying to say, that's fact for everybody. Even though it might just be for you.
It's the only reason we would see a horizon. Without the curve, we would see no horizon.
It's his globe.
Yeah, but you just imagined this because you never heard it from anybody. You didn't need anybody to tell you. So at some point, somewhere in your life, you had this epiphany.
I can conceptualize.
And so you went out and you verified what you looked at when you turned around in the ocean. And you said that verified the epiphany you had.
No, there's no epiphany. I just have the ability to conceptualize things. I would hope you
just,
all would too, but apparently not.
That's when people bring out the unicorns, usually about, conceiving of unicorns, stuff like that.
What are we talking about?
Imagination, we're talking about. Imagination.
Well, it's Scott's mind circles.
We've run out of coal.
The circles that you find are the windmills in your mind.
Yeah. You just imagine yourself at a position where everywhere you point is south, and then you put both arms out and turn, just go round. And there you go, circles in your mind.
I got you. I understand that.
It has to be. It's the only way that could happen.
Dude, who is that? Is a ball flat? Who asked that?
Is Mars flat?
Oh, was Mars flat? Oh, no idea.
Oh, here comes the thought police.
Here we go.
Well, the water in a pool is definitely horizontal.
Are we special?
The water in a pool is definitely
Here's my question. So you guys say that Antarctica, right, is the border?
No, we weren't talking about Antarctica.
No,
I'm just saying.
Scott, do you imagine that Antarctica is the border of your circle?
Yeah, Scott left.
Oh, is he gone?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Well, we're getting somewhere. It was very good.
I believe that the moon is a spaceship that orbits Earth.
Is there no other? Was he? Which model did he have? He was a globe Earth, like a dogmatic globe Earth, right?
Absolutely.
What are they doing talking about circles?
Wait. So I got a question for you. What is your main theory behind the flat Earth? What is your main argument? Because I want to understand this argument you guys have. With the flat Earth.
What do you mean?
Like, if it's flat,
There's no
proves
arguments
that
for
it's
the
flat?
flat Earth, mate, because it's not flat.
Hey, Buster, are you there? Have you got your guitar?
Yeah, I've got it right here. I've just been working on something new. It's a song about looking for the truth. Play for you guys.
What are you doing? I want your shelf level or not? And if I say yes, you're gonna provide that for me with that? Yes? See the bubble? I'm familiar with the bubble, Morty. I also dabble in precision, and if you think you can even approach it with your sad, naked caveman eyeball and a bubble of air, you're the reason this species is a failure, and it makes me angry. You wanna experience true level? Do you? Oh, that's in the mind for all to face. And it makes me angry. Choices will be made. You wanna experience true level? Do you? You can choose to let your mind be free. Wow, it's so... Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Yeah, true level, bitch. I think that you're right.
Exactly, it's level.
Everybody knows that you're wrong. And it makes me angry. There are things wow, it's so... Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Yeah, true level, bitch. In the end, you're fine. We're all looking for the truth. Save it for YouTube. I'll keep looking for clues. Wow, it's so... Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Yeah, true level, bitch.
And that's my midpoint, 981. But look what I did here. And bam, there's the radius of the Earth.
Everything's crooked. Reality is poison. I want to go back. I hate this.
Using this bridge. Computing the radius of the Earth. 3 coplanar points in 3D would describe a circle.
You want to experience true level? Do you? True level, bitch. I'll keep looking for clues.
Because the thing, your vision is already being obfuscated by the spherical cap. One of the humps. Radius of the Earth.
Well, you seem to be in charge of what I get to remember. Why? Good question. We will watch it burn.
And bam, there's the radius of the Earth.
From the ashes come. Yeah, true level, bitch.
Now we have our.
It has been directly measured.
Everybody knows that you're wrong.
By Jesse Kozlowski.
There are things in this world.
You know, I got the idea from Belu. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, true level, bitch. I'll keep looking for clues. Yeah, true level, bitch. Yeah, true level, bitch. Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Yeah, true level, bitch. True level, bitch. All right, save it for YouTube. I'll keep looking for clues.